Great, great. Come on, sit down and we'll talk.
Okay.
Oh, that was great. Knock you out?
Yeah, it was, it's hard to, get back into that groove. I haven't been working for a while, but it's fun.
Boy, that's a great number.
Thank you.
Certainly different from the kind of things you were doing about a year ago.
Yeah, my mother bought a copy.
Your mother bought a copy. Why, what, you mean, the audience didn't really, I love that number. I mean...
Oh, no, I didn't say anything about it. It was a very good hit record for me.
Yeah, I know. It's on the charts for quite a while.
Right.
What happened to the Detroit Wheels, if I may ask? I mean,
what
it's
happened
okay,
to them?
Yeah.
They're in Detroit. I just saw them. No, this is true. I just saw them about 2 weeks ago, and they're working, and they prefer to go that way.
Yeah.
Initially, all I can say about it is that we didn't see things together the way we wanted. I wanted to enlarge. I wanted to do some different things musically, and they didn't want to. And there aren't really that many hard feelings about it. We just said, well, I'll split this way and you go that way, and good luck.
I saw you in a great concert in Chicago. We were talking about it.
With the Four Seasons,
that's
right?
With the Four Seasons. Right. And it was, your style now is quite a bit different. I mean, don't you think that you were sort of a sex symbol for the young girls?
I was.
Didn't you feel that way? I mean, you were really, very, very much in demand by all the young girls, and then you slowly started to change your style. Why? I'll wait.
Excuse me. Because I think that you have to progress musically. You can't, everybody knows me for the hits that I made with, like the heavy R&B thing, the hard rock. But it got to the point where we were tired of it, and we said, well, even though it's making it, even though it's successful and it's a hit, I think we owe it to ourselves and to our fans to at least try and do something different, Because you're only so good. If you can't change, if you can't even have enough imagination to change a little bit, then you're defeating your purpose. You're like an act that's selling one item and that's it, and as soon as they're tired of the item, then you vanish. Right. And it has to be the other way. You have to try and keep changing and keep drawing new audiences.
I think that's very important in our business. So many of the young rock and roll artists just disappear because they get into a bag and then...
Right, you say, whatever happened to...
Yeah, you want to go down the list.
And he's still down there doing his old hits.
Right.
Same thing.
Well, what are you going into exactly? I mean, are you going to do more ballads, or are you going to do more standards?
No, we're just trying something different. We're not really going to go to ballads. We have our next single. It's not out yet. Should be out in a week or so. Is a very heavy rhythm and blues number, very heavy backbeat, fat back drum.
Actually, it's interesting. You were the first artist, actually the first white artist to break through into the rhythm and blues field. Isn't that true?
That's true.
Yeah. And then the Rascals came along, and they've been very popular there. Yeah. That's.
Somebody had to start. I thought it was interesting because it took us a while. We did it in Detroit without a record, and Detroit's very rhythm and blues orientated. And we came along and achieved that kind of success in Detroit before we even came here. In fact, we used to play, all of our concerts in Detroit used to be mostly rhythm and blues numbers that we would throw into our act.
How is, the thing that I'm always interested with performers is what happens to you after all this adoration occurs? Isn't there is a certain change that occurs with most performers. I'm not saying bad or good either. I just would really like to get, do you think that there's a different kind of feeling with you with people now, or do you think it's...
You mean people around me in the business, or people...
No, people who you knew beforehand, and all of a sudden now you become a big star, you've had lots of hits on the charts. And is there any kind of a different reaction?
Well, I notice everybody seems to think that the artist changes, and really nobody can tell what you were before unless they grew up with you. And I find that the people I grew up with don't give it a chance. They don't want to find out what happened to you or how you've changed. They've automatically got an image of you, and they say, well, I can't touch him, I can't talk to him anymore, before they even approach you. So they've built up this artificial image in their own minds, and they seem to think that you're not with them anymore, but the fact is that they've left you. I think, it's very true in anything. And yourself, for instance, you probably find that true of friends you have.
I really, that's what I've really heard, I mean, for most of the performers and every one of the people to get that it really doesn't change as much as you think. And that,
no, they change, is the whole thing.
Mitch, we're going to have to go now. We're going to see you later, Mitch, once again. So we'll be back in a moment. Right? Thanks, Mitch. That's great. Hey, that's Darcy.